Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. And to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Quick reminder, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click that red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That way you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So today's video, I want to talk about what is happening in South Africa. A lot of you must have heard about it, must have seen it, and unfortunately, it's one of those videos you can't post. You can't share these things. You can't share what they are doing to our people. You can't share it. You can't share it on YouTube. Like, it's just too much to be shown on YouTube. It's just too much. I can't bring myself to post pictures or videos or stuff like that. And it's just heartbreaking. It just disturbing what they are doing to Nigerians in South Africa. My question is this: South Africans, what have we done to you people? What have we done to you people? I'm going to say this: there are some amazing South Africans out there. There are some, peaceful South Africans out there. There are some very supportive South Africans on my channel. So definitely we know that this is not all South Africans. So if you're watching this and you're one of those South Africans that do not support this, that is against things like this, law-abiding citizens that are peace lovers, that do not feel like this against your fellow human being, you know that this video is not addressing you. So I really needed to get that out of the way. So that said, my question, I'm going back to my question. My question is this: South Africa, what have we done to you people? I say this because it's not the first time this has happened to our people in South Africa. It's not the first time our people have been treated like this. And you see a Nigerian being battered and other people gather and watch. Other people just gather and watch. Like, you can't even watch as if you're watching a Christmas turkey or Christmas goat or Christmas cow or chicken or something, as if it's just a life that means nothing. And what has this person done? All they've done is migrate. That is the only offense. Their only offense is that they migrated to a fellow African country. A lot of you remember that this is not the first time this has happened to our people in that country. Not the first time. At the same time, let's remember, as far as I know, to be honest with you, I do not know. If any of you know, feel free to let me know. I don't think this kind of thing, I don't think this has ever happened to South Africans in Nigeria. I don't think so. I don't know of any. If any of you know, educate us. Like I said, a lot of time, not everything we all know. Those that know can, teach us or educate us. I do not know of any time that Nigerians have done this kind of thing to South Africans. What have we done to these people? What really have we done? As if there's not enough problem in the world. People are there. Our people that are in South Africa, a lot of them are people that are struggling. They are struggling to see what they can do with their lives. They are struggling for survival, just like you. And their only offense is that they chose your country as a place they hoped can give them a better life. That is their offense. And you treat, it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. I really mean that question. What actually have we done to these people? What have we done to these people? And then you wonder, you see these things happening. There is no sign of anybody rushing to come and help our people. The government does not seem to be interested in helping our people. I haven't seen. If you know, let me know. It doesn't seem to be that there's any, how can? Why? Another reason this question is coming to my mind: what have we done to South Africans? Because sometimes maybe there's something no matter what, I don't think I know anything that I can say. I don't think I know anything that I can say justifies this behavior. But at the same time, sometimes I have that question: is there a history between us? The only thing I remember growing up is we know about Nelson Mandela, apartheid. South Africans are fighting for their freedom. We know their history. We know all of those things. Nigerians, I know how many Nigerian musicians use their voices to speak up about what South Africans were going through. And how many years down the road, like I saw a post somebody left somewhere, And what was that? I can't remember one of this. Somebody, where did I see a post that was saying, this is not what, I can't remember how they said it. This is not what Nelson Mandela, Nelson Mandela put his life on the line for. This is not what it is. So going back to why I'm asking this question, because I want to know. Let me give you guys, I think I've shared it before, my story about how, I think I've shared it before. I shared a story about when I left Nigeria for the first time and I went abroad. I talked about, initially when I went to, initially when I traveled abroad, I was living in this accommodation, and I was supposed to be sharing accommodation with another lady. And she was already living in that accommodation before me. She showed me my room. So it was like a 2-bedroom apartment. She was occupying the other room, and they gave me the other, and I was occupying, they gave me the other room. And I settled in. As soon as I got there, settled in. At the end of the day, she came back, and I came out to say hello because I never met this person. I came out to say hello, and the way she looked at me, I was like, okay, like I've never met this person in my life. And the way she looked at me, I was wondering, okay, why is she looking at me like that? Like, she looked at me very unfriendly way. And she asked me, which country are you from? And I said, Nigeria. She didn't say anything. But would you believe the next day, she went and she said to the person in charge of this accommodation, she said to the person, she said that she said, never, I would never live in the same apartment with a Nigerian. That was what she said. I would never live in the same apartment with a Nigerian. And the next day, the manager of this accommodation came to me and said, he would like to move me. I asked him why. He said nothing. He didn't tell me. It was later on that I found out it was that lady that said she would never stay with a Nigerian. But thinking back, I understand this man moving me, because there's no point. Of course, there's no point in putting two people together. That if he's, as far as he was concerned, he was trying to avoid any kind of conflict. And I could never understand why that girl was like that with me. I've never met you before. I've never had an issue with you. I never. So I didn't realize, like, there was, I just didn't. It didn't make sense to me until somebody that was there when she went to that office to go and say she would never live with a Nigerian, that heard that thing. It was that person that then was telling me, to say, oh, do you know that South Africans don't like Nigerians? And I said, why? She said she doesn't know. They just don't like us. But it didn't make sense to me then, because you see, I was fresh out of Nigeria. First, I was concerned we're all black people trying to survive in this trying to survive in abroad. I didn't even, it didn't even come to my mind that anybody will have time for discrimination or have time for pettiness and stuff like that. We're all out here trying to survive. We're all out here trying to survive. The ignorance and this, the ignorance is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I don't even know what to, like, how, like, if those of you that have not seen these videos, if you don't want to be, something that's going to be lasting in your memory, don't go looking for these videos. But if you want to see these things will break your heart. The way people are fellow human beings. Do you know, sometimes I actually wonder, how do they spot a Nigerian? Like, I'm just thinking now, a fellow African country, black people, how do they spot a Nigerian on the street? Apart from when a Nigerian speaks and then you hear the accent, and we're not just these black people. It's sad. It's sad. Internationally, we talk about, they say white people are racist. White people are like this. White people are doing this to our people. White people do this. White people do that. And then you now go to our continent, among ourselves, that are the fellow black people. We still have our picking. It's sad. It's really sad. The way they treat our people in so many countries in the world, and then you come to the fellow black African people. They treat our people like this. They treat our people like this. My question is this: South Africa, what have we done to you people? What have we done to you people? What have we done to deserve this? What have we really done to deserve this? What have we done? As far as I know, South Africans are living peacefully in Nigeria. South Africans own big companies in Nigeria. One of the biggest, if not the biggest supermarket chain in Nigeria is from South Africa. And they have been existing in Nigeria peacefully for years. We know we have our own problems or whatever, but we've never treated South Africans the way they are treating us in their country. We have never treated them the way they are treating us. There are so many problems in the world. People just want to add more to this problem. At the end of the day, we're all out here trying, no matter what, every human being born on this earth is here trying to make it out here, trying to survive out here. Nobody deserves what they are doing to our people in South Africa. Nobody deserves it. One more time, I'm going to ask the question. South Africa, what have we done to you? And with that, I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.